Good afternoon, how is everyone? Where am I? I'm in JLA waiting for a customer. Anyway, to the point, this video has got nothing to do with taxis at all. It's got nothing to do with Uber. It's got to do with HGV driving. Now, I've had a few messages, quite a few actually, asking, suppose you're working on the HGVs. Now, bear in mind, I've only got my class 2. But people have been messaging me saying, I suppose they're throwing all this money at you to go on HGVs. I assume that's what you're doing at the moment. My answer to everyone that said that, it's no. Nope, not one bit. Now, there is a few reasons behind it. It's not just because lack of work, because it's not. There's plenty of work out there, as you can imagine, plenty of work out there at the moment. The thing is, I don't want to do it, right? So I'll give you some reasons why I don't want to do it. So for the start, the money isn't as good as everyone says it is. It's really not. No, it's not great money for what you're doing. People don't realise, but it's a lot of responsibility being a HGV driver. It doesn't matter if you're really any driving job in general. It doesn't have to just be HGV driving, taxi work, bus drivers, you name it. It's quite a demanding job. Not so much physically, it's more mentally. So because we're doing it on HGV drivers, I'm going to base this on HGV drivers. So a majority of the work, you are driving, you're on motorways, you've got to constantly beat on that ball. There's so many stupid people out there on the roads, you wouldn't believe it. There's so many idiots driving. It's not safe. People think, oh well, what's not safe? You're in a big vehicle. You're the king of the road. No, it's not. It's really dangerous. It's not just that. It could be another HGV driver. Like I said, it can be long hours, especially now because the government's brought new regulations in to extend the driving time so you can drive for even longer. Not just that. Companies who you work for as well. You've got them. They're all on time scales, and that's what they want you to be on. They don't care if you're stuck on the M6 because there's been an accident. They're not bothered about that. They just want you to get to your destination. So you get no respect from them. Here's another one. So this is quite, I wouldn't even say, this is actually quite a good one. So I don't know if any of you have been to service stations abroad. I have. So let's take Europe, France, Germany. Wow, Germany. So the service stations over there, they're nice, they're clean. You don't mind going to the toilet in there. The ones in the UK, they're absolutely minging. Drivers, you know, want to be going to clean facilities. I noticed, where was it the other day? Let's say, I'm going to make it a liar out of myself. Hilton Park, just by Birmingham. So the shower door was open and I looked in, and it was minging. It was horrible. And they've got, I don't know why they're not getting cleaned. I don't know why the service stations aren't getting cleaned properly. It's absolutely horrendous. Now, don't get me wrong, you can make good money being a HGV driver, but you're living in your wagon. So if you're a tramper, you can be there 5 days plus in your wagon. So you're sleeping, eating, working. So let's break all that down for you. So you're in a big wagon, you're asleep, and the wind's bad and it's blowing, and I don't know about you, but I couldn't sleep properly in them sort of situations. I wouldn't like cooking in my cab. I've never had to do it, but I wouldn't like to do it because you're sleeping in there as well. So just imagine the smell of food on you, on your clothes, on your bedding, and we don't have the greatest weather in the UK, you know, to be barbecuing, let's say, outside your van. Don't get me wrong, in the summer, probably great, but in the winter, no. So you're eating rubbish every night. You're bringing sandwiches from home. You're eating in services, Sayers, McDonald's, you name it. You're eating rubbish. Or Greggs, should I say, not Sayers. So Greggs, McDonald's, Waitrose, Marks and Spencer's, stuff like that. So you're absolutely eating junk. So why would you want to do it? Why would you want to do tramping? You get an extra £25 for sleeping in your cab, and people say, wow, well, you're sleeping, it doesn't matter. Me personally, what I think it should be is every hour you're not driving should be half your wage. So just say you're on £15 an hour, for instance, so you should be getting £7.50 for them hours that you're not driving. Because at the end of the day, you're still not home, you're not doing what you'd normally do. And I know people say, well, you've got your comforts, you've got TV and stuff like that. I know a couple of drivers now, they're tethering from the phone to watch Netflix, and sometimes it's okay, most of the time it's not. Yeah. So I've gone through sleeping in your cab, how you're eating, your money, and just the sheer danger of the job. So why would anyone want to do it? So I did get a letter the other day from the DVLA, or what, I don't even know what it's called, DVSA, or I don't know, they keep on changing the names. But anyway, I got a letter asking me to come back, and I'll do it when I want to do it. If I want to go back and do a couple of days work, I will. Here's another one. So they brought something into play called an IR35. It was a big mistake that they made. Big. A lot of drivers walked away because of this IR35. So before that came into play, you could be self-employed. There's a lot more tax breaks and benefits what you can get. So you can claim for stuff a lot easier back. So even like the price of food or stuff like that, it's easier to claim back. I know some companies just throw an extra £10 a day on top of your wages or so on. But to be honest, £10 not a lot of money, especially when you're eating in service stations. A lot of companies don't pay for you to stay in service stations, because I think that's a minimum of £25 a night, and you can get your food for £1 or a penny or something like that. But a lot of companies don't pay that, so you're sleeping on the sides of a road or somewhere, and it's the safety and security. There is cases of drivers getting gassed for the load to get robbed. So it all comes down to safety again. So the reason a lot of drivers don't want to do it, it's just for the way they're living. Because you don't get respect off anyone. When you're dropping off, you don't get respect off them. You know, I've never ever been to a place where, tell a lie, Domino had a room for the drivers with a free coffee machine and all sorts, nice and clean, and it even had showers as well. I know all that was clean, but I've never seen that anywhere else. It could just because of where I've been. But this is it. If drivers got treated better, not just by the bosses, but you've got VOSA as well, pulling drivers up, doing searches of the lorries and all that. And then they're delayed, and then they get it in the back. So at the end of the day, do you want to become a lorry driver? Really? Like I said, I'm glad I've done it. I'm still going to actually do my class 1. But people just need to start treating them better. They need better pay. And yeah, that is it. That is all I'm going to say about the matter. If you think I'm wrong, let me know. if you like what I do, give us the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Questions, I love answering your questions. This one I might find a bit difficult, but ask away. If I can answer them, I will. Right, have a great evening. I'll be dropping these off, going straight home, having a nice warm meal. See you soon. Bye.